Shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach us the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kwadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect, scattered abroad, but mainly in Babylon the Great, which ought to be destroyed, which is America. All right, and Salakia right quick. Still recording. Okay. At the Wadi Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kwadash. And we indeed are living in perilous times, evil times, and the evil days are here. All right, so we ought to really be circumspect of our surroundings and the people that is affiliated and associate with the world. All right. And especially, niggas, man, demons. All right. And this is a video through the spirit of two incidents that happened yesterday here in the Midlands in Sumter or whatever, in the Midlands of South Carolina. All right. And one thing I have noticed over the years, that violence has been rising up in the small, little, well-known town. Because a lot of people know about, this city that, is called Sumter, because in the, the old days, back in the day, it was consumed to be called Merk City, M-E-R-K, Merk City. But now I see through the spirit, hey, it's getting this name back. But ultimately, hey, we at the end of this thing, man. And this thing is going to increase, not only here, but on a worldwide scale, which we already are seeing. Every time you turn around, you hear about people being put to death in a terrorific way. All right, in a very bad way. As people like to say, going out sad, going out bad. A lot of judgments happening to women. All right, around the world, around mainly in Babylon the Great, because ultimately this land is full of violence. All right. And because this devil being in rulership, he promotes violence. OK, he conjure up violence because he is the wicked. But enough of me ranting. I'm going to go straight into the precepts. All right. This is second Salakia, Lord have mercy. It's Genesis chapter 6, verse 11. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High power, and the earth was filled with violence, and the power looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupt his way upon the earth. All right, and what I'm reading is going back into, the time of Noah. All right, which in today's time, Noah represents the elect, because only the elect, according to this story, will be delivered and saved from the up and coming judgments and the second coming of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Lord Yahweh Shai. And he's coming with great violence. All right. He's coming with great power and judgments. All right. He's not coming in a peaceful manner, as you can clearly see that the world is in shambles. The world is in uttermost chaos. All right. And like I said, these type of incidents normally happen in, little big name states, big major cities. And, going back into an incident that happened, and I did a video on that, dealing with the GMS Charlotte camp. It was a shooting incident that happened right in front of them. And they had to relocate, and still, of course, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, they kept preaching the word. Because at the end of the day, we know these things are going to happen and come. That's why it's wise to, like I always say in my video, no new friends, hanging out, being in the so-called spotlight or whatever the case may be. Best thing to do really is just, stay out of the way as much as possible. Work till this bitch crash. And if you got family, hey, spend as much time with your family, man. Because at this point, sooner or later, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's going to crack them clouds, man. Lord Yahweh Shai. And like Elder Ashiar said, you can really feel it in the air. And through our elders and apostles, this could be the year. All right. Even though, it's still some prophecies to happen, but we're seeing the time speed up, and it's being sped up for the elect's sake. Going back to Matthew 24 and 22. Verse 13, Genesis 6 and 13. And the Most High powers said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Going back into the flood. All right. And ultimately, the new flood is that nuclear fire that's going to cleanse all flesh. All right. That's why we say that 2/3 are going to perish and die in this land by the ways of various of plagues. All right. Because we know war is coming to the land, whether it be, World War III, which is prophesied of the Bible. All right. Of the scriptures, going back into Revelations. All right. 11 and verse 14. The second war is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. And it was talking about the second World War that already came to pass, or that was going to come to pass. All right. And also, ultimately, there was going to be a third one that was going to end all wars. All right. And it was going to be the end of Israel's captivity. Israel and Judah, both the northern and the southern kingdom. So-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indian descent, so-called Haitians and Jamaicans. You are the true 12 descendants of the nation of Israel. And it's more and more evident that these things are being true. Meanwhile, prophecies are coming to pass. All right. Which indicates more that we have to be the people of the Lord, man. Esau Edom is the end of the world. He is the wicked, the so-called Caucasian race. And people know that shit, man. They just afraid to really, truly speak about it. And the only way we can really, truly speak about it is through the scriptures, through prophecies. All right. And that's what fears these devils the most. Not no so-called protests. No boycotts or whatever y'all want to do to go against the so-called government, because they know at the end of the day, majority of the people rely on them. All right. Us being in this truth, being service of the Lord, hopefully being the hopeful elect, we rely on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So when this society collapse, and I said when, according to the prophecies of the book, all right, we're going to have to take the biggest leap of faith that was ever known, man. Because those times are coming, and the evil days are here, and all these are just the beginning of sorrows, as the scriptures say. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. All right. And you can read so on and so forth. All right. Dealing with, the false prophets, the people of the circumcision, because clearly you have that amongst Israel as well. Speaking about the main topic of discussion, the MOTB, which, Elder Apostle Tahar always says it, and he says it best. It's going to be a major shakeup, because in all reality, the people really truly know that is, Revelation 13 and 16, that digital device, with that device that's going to make your currencies into digital. And through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, through different, the elders and apostles, teachers and brethren on down, we're digging up the artifacts and the records of these devils, having it on the books. All right. Letting you know that these devils are the wicked. But according to the scriptures, the Lord controls both good and evil. So us being men of the Lord, we know that the Lord is controlling these devils to make their moves. That's why we always say here at Great Millstone, it's not only just, Esau, Edom, MOTB system. It's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's MOTB system, man. And that's going to go over a lot of people's head. But for the ones that know, hey, we know, man. All right, because the Lord is controlling all this to happen. The Lord is allowing all these things to come to pass. It is written in the book. All right, and people don't want to believe it. And people don't want to see. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. But soon to come, hey, that great major shakeup when you're going to have to determine how my family going to eat. That's how we going to eat. That the number one thing going to be in your heads, man. You know, how we going to have shelter? How we going to work? You know? And for you people that want to, you know, talk shit, scarf and scorn and ignore the prophets and the prophecies, mainly the prophecies, you're going to get caught up in it. All right. So we are in those perilous times, man, those bad, evil times.
Strong's G 5467. Khalipas. Khalipas.
Kalepas. See if I can look up more of a definition. Let me see. Search. Perilous, danger. Kalipas is a Greek word. Perilous, danger, dangerous or difficult, hard to do, troublesome, harsh, fierce, or savage. All right. And that's the times that we're coming into savagery. All right. Jacob's trouble, hardship, the fierce anger of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And it's ultimately all the doing of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what you people fail to realize and don't want to acknowledge. At the end of the day, it is written in the book that this place was going to go down with violence. That's why it's so much violence in the earth and nothing is stopping it. You know, that's why people feel the way that they feel. And they always say, I just don't understand it, because the Lord didn't seem fit for you to understand what's going on, man. All right. But we know through the Spirit. Trying to think of another precept I want to go into. I know, Revelation 18 and verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. And that's ultimately what we're waiting on. We're waiting for the ultimate judgment, first and foremost, upon Esau, Edom, our number one enemy, according to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That is our enemy. Yes, he is our twin brother, but he is the evil twin brother that always had and will forevermore have that perpetual hatred towards Jacob and all his descendants, going back into Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, verse 5, man. All right, the Lord remembers the hatred of Edom going back, all the way back to the womb. Honestly, truthfully, because they was battling within the womb. That was the struggle. Okay. So ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to avenge his people. All right. Even the 2/3. Okay. But they're going to perish and die in their ignorance. He avenged all his people, the nation of Israel, upon Babylon the Great. Because mainly that where Israel dwell. The truth also came out of here. All right. So it's written in the book that majority of salvation is going to come out of the land of Babylon the Great and the great destruction, because this land would not be inhabited anymore. All right. Esau, Edom, and the rest of the heathen nations are going to be under subjection. All right. Under Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and the Israelites. All right. Verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, which represents the people. You can read, I believe, Revelation, the 17th chapter. All right. The different nations, kindreds, and tongues. All right. Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. And he's going to use the nuclear missiles, man. That's going to be shot from one ends of the earth unto the other, going back into 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Okay. So all these things that's happening, that's coming to pass, is of the Lord. Amos 3 and 6. All right. And other, previous precepts going into how the Lord brings judgments, calamities, destructions. Okay. So I want to get into the article dealing with two different incidents that happened on the same day, on so-called Valentine's Day, the day of love. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua getting tired of this shit, man. That's why he's making the people mourn. There's no more mirth in the land. Isaiah the 24th chapter. All right. The Lord is taking the spirit of pride, haughtiness, being lawfully, especially you nigger women, you black women. All right, you independent women, even the rest of the heathens, man. You white women, all that. The Lord is putting the earth and his people to shame because they're not under the vibration of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Us being the hopeful elect, pushing out that vibration, we're bringing down the kingdom. We're bringing down this kingdom through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And we're going to keep praising those names even unto death. Going back to Sirach 4 and 28, strive unto the truth, even unto death. And we have to really take that in consideration, being in this truth. All right, no matter what we go through, no matter what illnesses, no matter what the fuck we go through in life, we have to keep preaching and ushering in the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, no matter what. All right. Says man shot while walking along a Sumter Road. Says Sumter Police Department is investigating after shots were fired at a man while he was walking alone on a road in Sumter Friday evening. And I want to say, Kahalayam La, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because I do a lot of walking. All right, due to the simple fact of me having no transportation at the moment. All right. But through the spirit, like I said, you just have to be circumspect and just look at your surroundings. Because even niggas, like I say, niggas, riding around in the car, niggas really be on demon time. But at the end of the day, it's ultimately the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why we fear the Lord more than man, because ultimately we know that the Lord can send, evils upon us. All right. Close encounters and so on and so forth, man. That's just the balance in the battle. All right. And we ought to be praying more, especially in these evil times that we're living in, because it's damn so evil. These niggas, especially being in a small town, they being influenced by these other, dumbass people on the social media, not knowing or not understanding the severity and the consequences behind that. So now, like I said, people got to put it in perspective. You do a heinous crime like that, you're going to be behind them walls for a longer period of time. They're going to try to put you on the worst, top maximum security type incidents. You straight just murdering people in the streets for no apparent reason. Killing people, whatever the case may be, over, drugs, gang, a neighborhood, a beef over a bitch, because majority of Jake end up behind bars over a female. And meanwhile, female scot-free to set up the next nigga. Officers respond to North Main Street around 6:30 p.m. when a man with a gunshot wound needed help. According to authorities, the man, 20, was walking along South Pike West when shots were fired from a passing car. The nigga was 20 years old and they did a whole fucking drive-by on the dude while he was walking. Shit's crazy. Officers are investigating this incident and say there is no indication that this shooting is related to the Sumter Walmart shooting incident that happened earlier on Friday. Let's go into this. Valentine's Day shooting at Sumter Walmart leaves one dead. Damn, nigga died. See? See what I mean? See what I mean? Yeah, the Lord amping up these spirits, man. Let me get a precept before I go into that. Let's go into Matthew. We damn sure at the end. Fuck what everybody else say. So we just gonna, hey, I'm getting to the point. Hey, you scoffers can talk all that shit all you want, man. When the Lord fucking destroy you and kill you in the most worst way, then you'll be put back in your right mind. We ain't gotta worry about no scoffers and scorners, man. Cause this shit is getting serious, and it's getting ridiculous, and it's getting out of hand, man. Sooner or later, there's gonna be heavy patrols in the streets soon to come. That's another reason to bring martial law. Lock down streets, going to people's neighborhoods, raiding. It can cause raids like that, man. Especially once they find out if it's related to some gang territory shit or whatever the case. Now they can label it as a T group. All right. And I'm gonna just, say it like that because of the algorithm, But people should know, man. All right. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. And you got to be a cold motherfucker to gun somebody down in a public dwelling like that, man. That's just me personally. That means you had some strong hatred towards that person. But ultimately, we know, obviously, it was just the demons on him. Going back to Sirach 39, chapter 39, verse 28, on down to 30 and 31, if I'm not mistaken. All right. There be spirits created for vengeance. All it is the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, turning up the eyes, like you cooking something. And he just, conjuring up the spirits to execute judgments, man. All right. That's what it really boils down to. So like the brothers and Akims and elders say, it's time to lock in, really and truly. Because this shit is crazy. Like I say, I got peoples that been at work at the same time that shit happened. So that shit kind of, all praises, of course, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, but that just lets me know right then and there on high alert, anything can happen. You get what I'm saying? Anything, the Lord can switch it just like that. Because I'm pretty sure nobody wouldn't expect nobody to get gunned down inside of the fucking super center Walmart in Sumter. But it got his little title for a reason. Stupid ass title. That how Jake is. But wherever Jake dwell is just fucking wickedness and bullshit, man. That's why these evils gotta come. Matthew 24:21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right. And these days are so fucking evil. All right. If the days wasn't to be shortened, all of us would perish a horrible death, man. The Lord probably would have had it set up like that. But because of the elect's sake, through the prophecies of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, the mercy, grace of our power, there is hope. All right. The elect is the hope of the whole nation of Israel. We're just hoping that we're part of that election to be the first fruits. All right. Instead of being born, through the loins of the elect, even though, like I say, it's totally different, man. Especially us being in this truth. The hour of temptation, we still have to face that shit. We got to pass that. And for anybody that don't, the consequences. We know the consequences behind that. All right. Daniel 12 and 2, everlasting shame and contempt, everlasting joy, which What do you want to be a part of? I want to be a part of that everlasting joy. I don't want to have my head down in the kingdom of heaven, man. Me personally, I don't. Like I said, I die trying. Fuck all that shit. And that's just me being real. I die fucking trying. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it to just give up and not have faith, you know? It's not. Because you're gonna feel miserable. I promise you. Don't let, them scoffers and scorners where they at now, you know? But them scoffers and scorners, they talk that shit, talking about, oh, it been a relief on them. Blase, blah, woody whoop, go back in the world or whatever the case may be. Hey, don't let that shit fool you. Them niggas suffering. All right? Them niggas scared. Believe that. Says Jerusalem godlessness. All right, the godless nature of our people. And that damn show Israel, man. Salaki, I'm trying to find a precept. I'ma jump around. This Jeremiah 5:20. Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, saith the Lord Yahweh. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea, by a perpetual decree that it cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail? Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it? But this people have a revolting and rebellious heart. They are revolt and gone, and that is the nation of Israel to the 10th power, man. Our people are so fucked up and so wicked to the shit ain't even funny, and of course, following the ways of their oppressors. All right, following the ways of the heathens, worshiping the idols, worshiping the customs. So eventually the Lord is going to put that evil heathenistic spirit upon you. All right. And that's just what it is. Verse 24, neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord Yahweh, our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter. In his season, he reserved unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Ultimately, we got to, wait until the kingdom of heaven, man, because the Lord is going to appoint us in the latter end. All right. Even though we're catching hell, brothers and sisters, I know, you're tired. I'm tired. All right. We're mentally, physically, spiritually, be getting our ass whooped on a day-to-day basis, financially, all that, man. But the kingdom of heaven is still for us. We're going to have an everlasting joy and perfection in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be actually living. And in the words of that old OG Macko song, hey, I'm dying just from living. And people are dying just from living, paying bills, raising children in this fucked up society, just dealing with all types of things, that you have to go through in order to operate in this world. All right. All the pain and the suffering, hey, that shit's going to vanish soon to come. All right. But 2/3 have got to perish and die. And we understand that. And rightfully so. Okay. Rightfully so, man. Verse 25, your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholding good things from you. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that sets snares. They set a trap. They catch men. All right, going into the false prophets, really, but also these niggas. Because you got niggas, hey, you got a term called backdoor. You know, somebody going behind your back. Meanwhile, they're amongst your circle. And you got to be a grimy snake to do some fuck shit like that, man. And me personally, you deserve to be put to death on the spot wherever you at. All right. That's really just going against, being, loyalty, man. All right. To do some shit like that. But anywho. See if it gonna play. Fair use. All right, I do not own the copyrights of this video. The music playing. I don't need no copyright claim, man. So fair use. I do not own or make money off this content.
Every day on the water counts. Don't miss the biscuit. Captain Experiences makes it stupid easy to book damn good guides across the U.S. Book now at CaptainExperiences.com.
And a man is dead after an argument that led to gunfire in a Walmart this afternoon. Police have arrested a suspect and they're still searching for another. Here's what we know so far.
We had a tragic event today that rocked our community.
Chaos unfolding at the Walmart on Broad Street in Sumter Friday after police say a 24-year-old man was shot to death. Sumter Police Chief Russell Rourke announcing at a news conference today they have a suspect in custody. The chief also calling it another act of senseless gun violence.
It's just another example of young people with firearms and violent activity. We have individuals inside of a store that many patrons were in. It's the eve hours of Valentine's, people doing the last minute shopping.
Authorities arrested 19-year-old Chancellor Lowry, who they believe to be the shooter.
Utilize some technology that we have in order to identify the individual who was turned in by his parents.
Police say they received calls of an active shooter at the store just before 3. When officers got there, they found the victim injured outside one of the Walmart entrances and started trying to save his life.
These individuals do have, they've known each other before. Early in the investigation, we're discovering they've had issues among themselves within most recent times.
Authorities say the shooting happened because of an argument.
There is no other threat related to this shooting in that area.
Well, as much
argument, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, petty argument, though. The guy was 19. May I add, unlawful carry right then and there. You did a violent crime. You murdered somebody. The man dead. That man should automatically get life. Or they're probably going to do 20 years, about between 20 to 40 years with a possibility of parole due to, depending on the circumstances. But most likely, man, they might well go ahead and get that nigga life. Because ain't no fucking way. Boy wasn't even old enough to carry. And he killed a 24-year-old. Shit's crazy. All right. So that's that. Let's get 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for an amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. And ultimately, it's going to be a mass graveyard and judgments upon these people. All right, ain't gonna be nobody to dig the bodies and put them in the ground, in the earth. Ain't nobody gonna be there to comfort them and mourn over them. It's gonna be so much dead bodies and death happening, all right, upon the earth. But mainly it's gonna happen in Babylon the Great. All right, thus with violence. This land was given with great violence and provided great violence, so it shall receive great violence, man. Okay, look how you got to think about it. Look how Esau, Edom received the land, going back to the 10 tribes that came over here. Second Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right, everything correlates with the Bible and the scriptures, man, even history. That's why Columbus made his way over here, and he knew what the fuck he was doing and who he was looking for. Okay, but not to go off topic, these devils know, man. They know what's up. All right, they did all these things to further destroy the Lord's people at the end of the day. Psalms, the 83rd chapter. It's a reason why is guns all in the streets, illegal guns, drugs, gangs, all that shit. It's that all that stems from Esau, Edom, all right, with his, destruction type groups to plot against the nation of Israel. And they know who we are, man. All right. So that's what's coming upon the earth, great death. So you niggas that want to be tough, just wait till all hell break loose. All right. I'm going to read something in the GNT, and I'm going to close out. Also, I'm going to get Sirach, the 10th chapter. Second Ezra 16-18. Troubles will come, and many people will groan. Right here at the moment. There we go. Troubles will come, and many people will groan. Famine will come, and many will die. Wars will come, and the world powers will tremble. Disasters will come, and everyone will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come? Famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people. All right, going basically to the 2/3, man. All right. But in spite of all this, they would not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment. All right, no matter what, man, because they're going to ultimately blame Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They're going to, continue on in their wickedness. All right, scoffing and scorning, not understanding the judgments that's happening upon them. Is for them to be reproved and to be corrected. But sometimes, some children get rejected. All right, from via through the chastisement and the corrections, because during that hour of temptation, you're going to be rejected by the way of receiving that MOTB, and you're going to be rejected by the Lord and going to receive nuclear destruction upon your soul. All right. But meanwhile, if you be corrected in the tribulations and the troubles and so on and so forth, the Lord is going to increase you. All right. The Lord is going to deliver you. And we have faith in that because of our great forefathers, which we're praying that we are coming back in the reincarnation, which is biblical, Verse 21, the time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think of a time of peace, and plenty has arrived. But then disasters will spring up everywhere: wars, famine, and great confusion. All right, and that's what's happening. Verse 22, many people on earth will starve to death, and those who escape starvations will be killed in war. And a civil war, civil unrest is coming. All right, Second Ezra 15, chapter 15, verse 16. There will be, all right, Second Ezra chapter 15 and 16, there will be great political turmoil, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. There will no longer be free access to the cities because of the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. That's going into the state of martial law, the lockdowns, all right, the great confusion that's going to happen, the civil unrest, the clash wars, all right, the rich versus the poor fighting the poor for the little bit that they have, the rich fighting the rich. It's going to be a whole goddamn Royal Rumble soon to come. But all these are just the beginning of sorrows. We see these things happening, and it's only going to intensify. It's only going to get worse. All right, now, yeah, man, it's just getting bad. When I went to the store earlier or whatever, I'm talking to the Elamite, the East Indian dude. He was, for the little bit I was trying to understand, he was telling me, like, basically, if anything like that happened again, like, they shut down, like, their stores, and he into it with, SLED and the police department and stuff like that. So basically, them heathens know what's up, man, being in Jake neighborhood. They know how wild and rowdy Jake is, so they got to be more, together with dealing with Jake. All right, and it's no coincidence that every time a new corner store open up, it always got Elam in there, or Ishmael, okay, a so-called Arab or East Indian man or a woman. But yeah, man, all these things about to come to pass. Like I said, all these are just the beginning of sorrow. Everybody was shooken up. That's one thing I noticed too. A lot of people was shooken up when this happened. Okay, it rocked the Sumter community, man. But we know it as prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and much more and way worse things are coming down the pike as the Lord about to make his second return. Oh, now I know what the precept was. And I'm going to close out. Let me see. Sirach 10:1, a wise ruler will educate his people, and his government will be orderly. All the officials, and all the citizens will be like their ruler. All right, going into that wise ruler. Ultimately, the nation of Israel that's going to be governed by the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That is that ultimate wise ruler. All right, and it all boiled down to Lord Yahweh Shai, man, because under him is the righteous vibration of the Lord, man, of the law, statutes, and commandments that's going to be written in our inward parts in the kingdom of heaven. All right, and going back to Proverbs 29:2. All right, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right, the people that's ruling, they're wicked. Job 9:24. With that being said, the people are mourning. All right, the people are in a state of depression. All right, anxiety. All right, beast-like, because that's how Esau Edom is, man. Going into verse 3, an uneducated king will ruin his people, polluting the water, polluting the food. That's another reason why these niggas are bugging the fuck out, because of all the shit that Esau Edom promotes in Babylon the Great in this society. An uneducated king will ruin his people, but a government will grow strong if its rulers are wise. The Lord sees the government of the world and brings the right person to power at the right time. And that's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, Lord Yahweh Shai is the ultimate ruler and king of this world. All right, of heaven and earth. Because the Heavenly Father Yahweh gave him that dominion. He gave him that power. All right. Matter of fact, in Daniel, I think 7. The vision of the one who has been living forever. Okay, so like vision explained. Dominion. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 13. During this vision in the night, I saw what looked like a human being. He was approaching me, surrounded by clouds, and he went to the one who had been living forever and was presented to him. He was given authority and honor and royal power so that the people of all nations, race, and language would serve him. His authority would last forever and his kingdom would never end. And that's Lord Yahweh Shai kingdom, man. That's going to be on the planet Earth. And he's going to be joint heirs with the Israelites, man. All right. And all you got to do is type in joint heirs, joint, and then heirs, HEIR. All right. Because we're going to, we are the Lord's chosen people. Okay. At the end of the day, let me read it in the KJV. This is Daniel 7 and 13, and it was, talking about Yahweh, which is the Ancient of Days, and Yahweh Shai, man, is the Son of Man. He came with the clouds of heavens, the chariots, the angels of heavens. All right, Daniel 7 and 13, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. All right, the angels was in the presence of Lord Yahweh Shai that made their presence, in front of Yahweh, because that is the if I'm using the word correctly, the monarch or the order. I'm gonna just use order. The order of the God of the heavens, the Heavenly Father, which true name is Yahweh. All right, Bahashem, in the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right, with the host of the angels, man. Verse 14. And there was given him dominion, Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. That sounds like slavery. Slavery is going to be in the kingdom of heaven. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that shall not be destroyed, because we're going to be governed by the laws, statutes, and commandments that's going to be in us. We're going to have Lord Yahweh Shai in the presence of us. Yahweh is going to bring in the righteous vibration through Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, all right, through the elect. And that's how the story has been written. And you imposters are not the people. So get ready for judgments and punishments upon Edom. Okay, Esau Edom, man, and all his descendants. So with that, I'm going to close out praying that it was edifying. I'm going to close out by saying Kahalayam La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect, scattered, mainly in Babylon the Great. Until next time, I say Shalom.